Hey all, it's Italia again. So I just can't believe that 3 years already flew by. It's been 3 years since I started creating YouTube videos. And for this video, I was on the fence if I am going to be doing this now. But I felt like after all the brooding and all, I decided to create this for my 3rd anniversary. Now this is a BookTube Q&A tag, or get to know me better tag. I found this from BookTube Weekly's Facebook admin. I think she's the admin. Anyway, I found this from Kathy Trithardt, so I'll be linking her channel down below. So if you guys want to see more of her videos, I got this from her, and I've seen some of her videos and they were pretty cool. And I found out about this tag and I decided I want to do it, so I considered myself a tag. So without further ado, let's get started. So for this video, I decided to create some cue cards so that I can be prepared in answering the questions for you to get to know more about me. So the first question is, what do you study or what is your job? So for those of you who don't know, I am currently working as a US recruiter in an outsourcing company. So what I do is every day or every night, because I work during the night, I look for people in the United States that are looking for jobs, and hopefully I get to find them a job. It sounds easy, but it's a lot harder than it looks. Number 2, what is your favorite social media channel? Now, this is a bit hard because I don't have just one favorite social media channel, but one of the answers is obvious, and that's definitely YouTube, for obvious reasons. But I also love Facebook, although I love it more when it was 10 years ago. But I love Facebook just for the sake of, everyday needs, as well as Wattpad. It's a great platform for aspiring authors. If you had another channel, what would it be? So that's question number 3. Now, I totally have no idea about this because when I started my YouTube channel, I thought I'm just gonna do this, whatever it is. I know that the majority of it is gonna be about booktubing, but I know that I want to be, I want it to be about Louisity. It's all about Louisity. So it could be anything. I'm open to other concepts, other niches, which, when I was starting, I would post videos other than books or book reviews. So I was I'm open to any other ideas, and I kind of find it a lot better when they're all in one channel. It's because I want to the reason why I'm doing this YouTube thing is because I want to also express myself, and for the sake of exposure. And yeah, I mean, as long as I don't violate any rules by YouTube, I think it's fine to it's your channel, it's your rules. I have already heard other concepts or other things, other suggestions that people would tell me to do, but I totally did not do or attempt to create a video about it because I don't see myself doing it, or I don't see it being in my channel. So the 4th question, do you play any instruments? Yes, I do. I play the piano, but it's been quite a while. So, oh my god, did I just answer the question properly? Anyway, I'm just going to tell you the instruments that I play or played. So piano, a little bit of guitar. I hope that I get to brush on my guitar skills again. And way back when I was a kid, because during 3rd grade until I think 5th grade, we were required to learn recorder flute. that one. So I used to play that one as well. Question number 5. What hobbies do you have other than reading? So obviously I have a lot of other hobbies. I always tell people that even if I'm on vacation, or whether it's going to be, rest days, or I'm on a break, I always have something to do and I never run out, because I don't like being bummed and I can always think of something to do. So I'm just going to tell you some of the things that I mostly do other than reading, that at times causes me to get those reading slumps. Anyway, so I love to surf the internet, look for whether it's books or non-books, as you see, or rather I said. I mentioned about my favorite, social media channels and platforms. So, and also Googling, random books or non-books, whatever it is. I love to, listen to music. So whether to almost all sorts of music, but lately what I'm into would be electronic dance music, or EDM. What else? Synth pop, and a little bit of house, and of course Korean pop, and definitely, last but not least, original Pinoy music, or OPM. I would listen to, whatever I like to listen to. And of course, I love to sing, even if I don't know if it loves me back. So baby, pull me closer in the backseat of your Rover. Okay, enough. Well, a little sample for that. And I love going to the mall, whether that is looking for new books to hopefully purchase in the future, or looking for new clothes to wear. I love clothes as well, and I just love to go to the mall, whether shopping if I have money, or whether I'm just going to be, like I said, looking and anticipating which stuff am I going to be buying next. Because the camera, or rather the battery of my camera died, I'm going to be using my phone to answer the succeeding questions. So question number 6 would be favorite TV shows. Wow, that's just so hard, because there's a lot of things in TV that I watch. But if you're talking about current TV shows, that would be like, because I don't really watch much TV shows these days, and none of which are something that I really like. But I'm just going to give you a lowdown of rather a list of TV shows that I enjoyed over the years. WWE. So whether it's Raw or SmackDown, comment down below, guys, on which of the two do you guys like more. Are you guys more into Raw or SmackDown? What else? So let me just flash back so that you can see my bookshelves. Okay. Also, I like That's So Raven, Lizzie McGuire. Those are like my childhood, or rather, early teen favorites. What else? The Amanda Show, all that. Hoarders, the documentary by, oops, sorry about that hand. Trying to fix my laptop here. My laptop is actually going crazy. Anyway, enough about that. What else? So I'm kind of listed them down below, and a lot of Filipino TV series and Korean TV series, probably during the early 2010s, that I appreciated. Like I said, I don't watch much TV shows these days. Oh, and Cupcake Wars. Yeah, I really love it. I love their pastries and all. So yeah, and of course all those cartoon shows, Stitch, whether it's the Japanese version or the American version. So yeah, it's so hard to put them all in this clip. It will probably take like eons for me to kind of like come to tell you like everything. So those are TV shows that stood out. Okay, next question would be number 7. What got you into reading? So I've been reading, started becoming into a bookworm when I was in 2nd grade, when, we were told that after our final exams, either bring a book or a coloring book. I used to bring coloring books at school so that after, I'm sure about my final exam, I can do something while waiting for me to pass the paper. So, but then later on, I decided to just bring books. When I was in second grade, I started out with Berenstain Bear Scouts. I read 3 books out of it. And then after that, I decided to read Harry Potter. I think that was when I was already in third grade when I started being interested with Harry Potter. It was like so popular back then. But it kind of got into an on and off thing. Like when I was like in high school, it became like a summer thing, and then when I get back to school, it's like I just don't read. And then come when I was about to go into my second year of college, a friend of mine started talking about books, and then like I asked her about it, and then I finished like my Twilight series back then, and then I started asking for some summer reads, some summer book recommendations, and then she told me about Nicholas Sparks and Paulo Coelho. That's why they have such a huge part here in my bookworm thing. As you can see, I've kind of created a lot of book reviews from them just because it's like they're the ones who reignited my bookworm ability, as well as my friend who recommended both of them. I checked out the app before in Facebook, before Goodreads came, because there was an app before that is similar to Goodreads. I forgot the name of it. I saw like her reading Veronica Decides to Die. I think I mentioned that in my book review about Veronica Decides to Die, and another Paulo Coelho book review set that I did. So I saw that and I started like adding it into my to read list. I thought that this was going to be like a summer thing, but I ended up, this is like my way for me to recharge. Like it became a hobby, and the rest is history. And also, since we're talking about how I started getting into reading, let's also insert something. I'm also going to tell you how I started with YouTubing now. Like I said, I started 3 years ago, but I haven't really been, regularly posting, just because I did this for the sake of exposure and, for my love for books. I mean, I wouldn't, create content that I don't really see myself like doing, as well as I don't see myself being in my channel. I've said that several times. Anyway, so I started it out, like it was a suggestion of my friend to create like book reviews. When we were getting to know each other, I told her that I love to read, and then she said like, why not I try to create a blog about book reviews. I was hesitant at first because I used to do like reviews in TV.com of different like celebrities, episodes, TV shows. For those of you who know what TV.com is, you probably would know what I'm talking about. And it's like I felt like I've already passed the phase where I have to create like reviews or at least 50 words long. Sometimes you can't even figure out what words anymore to say because you just don't really know how to describe the artist or the episode or the show. And I felt like I was so over it. But then again, I thought about what my friend said, and I was like, maybe that's a good idea. Why not try to use YouTube as a platform for exposure? Both my exposure for my love for books, more book awareness, as well as to, hopefully be successful in this one. And I chose like booktubing not just because it is, something that I just simply love. Well, I really love books as well. And then when I was searching, I noticed that there's not really anyone at the time when I started about people that are creating book reviews. So I thought like that's going to be great because at least back then what I know is that nobody's doing it. It could be like the first one who's going to be doing it. It's unusual. There's not much. So it's what's going to set you apart from other like YouTubers. And at the same time, I love reading. So like I said, I'm not going to be doing a content that I don't really love. Question number 8 would be, what are your favorite and least favorite genres? So In terms of favorites, I always tell people that I love fiction, but specifically what I really like would be legal fiction, thriller, YA, and some slice of life. Those books that um, relax you a bit. I would like deep books every now and then, but in terms of recharging, I would prefer, um, a slice of life or legal fiction. And my least favorites, these are books that I barely read. I rarely read nonfiction books, autobiographies, self-helps. Also, I don't really read short story collections. The only collections that I would read would be the Chicken Soup for the Soul books. And I don't really read, or I don't read poetry. I don't remember reading poetry, just because, they're usually short. And it's like reading collections as well. Collections of short stories, and at the same time, unlike stories, poetry kind of represents a person, and at the same time, it would be quite difficult for me if I'm not going through like the situation or the persona of the one who wrote it. So I know poetry never really appealed that much to me in life. Although I love music and I love listening to songs, and that's a form of poetry, but yeah. So question number 9, what books define my childhood? So I listed here like books that I read when I was a kid. So I listed here like Pokemon, yes, Tracy West books. I don't know if you guys are familiar with them. When I was still like a really young kid, like when I was like in my preparatory school, I used to read like or borrow Winnie the Pooh books from the library, and also Harry Potter and Berenstain Bears. Those are the books that I started reading as a kid, and this is something that I started reading when I was already in college, but I would say that it reflects my childhood. It would have to be Diary of a Wimpy Kid, the series written by Jeff Kinney. So number 10 would be, tell us an interesting fact about you. Now, my brother used to do test shoots or test shots of me, and then he uploaded one in Vogue.it. Whenever you upload photos there, they don't just simply post or approve it. So there was this one photo that was approved, and yeah, I didn't know that, I didn't expect that it was going to be posted. I'm not sure if it's still there, so I'll just link it down below. So if it's still there, but yeah, it's something that I don't know if a lot of people know or interesting, but that's what I thought of. So that's about it for this Q&A getting to know me book tag. Thank you so much, Kathy Trithardt. Not sure if I still pronounce your last name, but thank you so much, Kathy, for sharing this and allowing us to be tagged for this one. I hope you guys knew me a little bit better, and as well as I hope that you guys still, I just wish all the best in my journey here in BookTube and YouTube, more, prosperity and growth in my videos, and yeah. Happy 3 years, and I hope you guys would enjoy your respective anniversaries for my fellow booktubers. So if you guys would like to be updated about my videos, feel free to hit that subscribe button and click that little bell icon somewhere down there. And also, yeah, check out my Wattpad novel, I'm Always Treated Like a Girl. Also, I'm going to be linking down below. Check me out in social media, in LiveJournal as well as in Wattpad. So yep, I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I encourage you all to read, to have a passion for creativity, and to have a passion for discovery. Bye all!